If you're one of those people who is crying about how Blackpink and Taylor Swift aren't coming over to KL, well, Harry Styles skipped us, The Weeknd skipped us, U2, Sam Smith, Olivia Rodrigo, skip. Get those tissues ready because it's gonna get worse before it gets better. We could talk about ticket yield. That's definitely a thing. Not everybody in Malaysia can buy concert tickets. The stage, I know that a lot of international musicals have actually skipped Malaysia because you can't very well do every single thing that you need to do for Wicked or like Hamilton with Istana Budaya. But I really want to talk about two main things, which are that A, some people will protest because for them, having fun is maksiat. And if they can't have nice things, then nobody in Malaysia can have nice things. And the second of all, the government wants to treat you like a baby. These are kind of like buy one get one free, so let's talk about them as a package. Just recently, the government came out with this new policy that apparently concert goers are reminded to dress appropriately, avoid disruptive behavior, and respect Malaysia's cultural and religious sensitivity. And before you know it, bam, there's a whole list of new guidelines. If you wanted to wear that thong bikini, Jenny pinup, that is no more a thing. The government will cancel you, send you to the popo, and I'm like, bruh, like, are we in kindergarten? Would you like us to come to concerts in school uniforms at this point? Cause wow, like, that level of control and nannying is pretty much what we are expecting at this point from these people. And if you're like Lady Gaga, you can see exactly why you wouldn't want to go over to Malaysia. No, but actually though, this is a real thing, and it is actually wild. But I suspect it's not entirely the government's fault. Possibly the reason why the government acts this way is because you have a whole bunch of people just protesting day in and day out because they have nothing better to do whenever we have an international act that comes in that's going to bring in money into Malaysia. All of these people out there go on their unemployment protest so that they can make more people unemployed and then just go and scream, complain, cry out to the heavens. How dare you have a concert? How dare you have fun? It's actually amazing. And you know, it didn't actually take a Matty Healy gay kiss for those protests to happen. Yes, the government decided to go full-on nanny mode and threatened a kill switch, destroyed the entire Good Vibes festival, and hundreds of thousands of ringgit of food just because of a single kiss. But bro, when Coldplay came over to Malaysia, you already had some of these guys out there going out and protesting. Seriously, there was even this one guy who went out and then made a post about how he was praying for rain and lightning to come to Malaysia because maksiat. Apparently Coldplay is LGBT friendly or something like that. And the ban itself only could be redeemed when people started realizing that, oh, actually they support Palestine. That's why they can be here. While, by the way, some of them go out there and then continue to pray and pray and pray. And they prayed actually to the point that it actually worked. Except not on the Coldplay concert, which went amazingly. But instead on Terengganu, where it promptly started flooding.
On the exact same day.
But either way, if you are a performer, right, and you're thinking about going to a whole bunch of different places out there in Southeast Asia, and you find that this country is A, not very rich, can't afford tickets, B, you don't have the technical expertise for your show, and C, if you go in and then you randomly wear a bikini, you express love in the way that you want, which is nobody's business, and people scold you, tell you, you are immoral, you should be ashamed of yourself, no jati diri, no respect for local values, while by the way also randomly cancelling your concert anytime 1, 2 or 3 random people decide to complain about your performance. And I guess you can see why people don't want to come to Malaysia. I'm not saying that people don't come to Malaysia, like I'm sure that they do, but if you have better alternatives and then other people are out there fighting, securing exclusive,
while past coalition partner apparently wants Anwar to explain.
Even as sumbang mahram drugs, slander and corruption happen in the most religious and holy states out there, even as your race and religion nonsense, moral value discussion takes place, you have to really start wondering about the priorities right here. But of course, you know, these people just don't care. They don't care about economic benefit. They will always say rezeki datang daripada insert source. They will so-called try to avoid sin, even though people doing a concert has absolutely nothing to do with them. It's not like they're attending, it's not like they're even a part of it. It's just that they think that it goes against their values, and so they try to destroy, ruin, or wreck everything under the sun just because they are incapable, right, of minding their own business. So yeah, I guess you can see why it is that people are going to continue skipping Malaysia for the foreseeable future because of these people out there who are a nuisance and albatross around the necks of all Malaysians out there who just want to have fun, who want to enjoy themselves, and want nothing to do with all of these nuts. Well, whatever it is, you have to wonder whether this is maybe one of the reasons why Malaysia's arts and culture industry is just halfway dead, not moving, while Indonesia is thriving, Singapore is pushing up, while meanwhile, some people decide to ruin the experience for everyone. I mean, like, if you want to be religious for yourself, you want to go out there and then believe in what you want to believe, then I think it'll be great and everything, but like, it always crosses the line somehow with all these people who are basically parasites on the country, not understanding their boundaries, always trying to destroy the experience for other people, and who are the reason why we cannot have nice things. Well, to those people, I hope you will enjoy praying for rain and lightning at concerts, but maybe don't pray too much, because otherwise, you're gonna end up finding your houses washed away yet again. That's all to say about that, and bye.